Are you selling your Palantir stock or have you already sold it? There has been a lot of chatter on social media recently about Palantir, given the last quarter's performance and the delivery of that performance at the earnings call. While there is no doubt that Alex Karp and his team must do better, I am not selling my Palantir stock. In fact, I am seeking to increase my position when the opportunity arises. There are 10 reasons why I am not selling this portfolio stock. Number one, the fundamentals of the business have not changed. As such, as a long term investor, it makes no sense to jump ship. Palantir still has great products that can completely transform government bodies and businesses. Number two, it has a strong competitive advantage when it comes to the use of digital twins that helps companies exploit the use of their data in the digital space without disruption to the business. This will be exploited even further when the metaverse fully matures as a technology. Number three, Palantir engineers have been working with thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, of different specialized data sets, which requires them to solve very unique, true big data problems. Solving these problems alone provides a decent technology moat around Palantir's business. Number four, the fact that Palantir software has been used in various defense cases with the US military makes it one of the most robust software solutions in the world. As such, when applied to commercial applications, the competitive advantage given to the client could be huge, saving the organization millions, if not billions of dollars every year. Number five, Palantir has one of the best risk management tools in the industry. This might include allowing Marines to better predict the placement of IEDs, tracking the location of enemy strategic weapons like submarines, or aiding banks to spot sift through huge amount of data to identify suspicious trading, money laundering, and spending patterns. 6. Seeking opportunities. If you are the CIO of a large organization, your challenge is how to help achieve efficiency gains by painstakingly sifting through ungodly quantities of disparate data sets and utilizing that data to predict the future and solve problems with clear, accurate data presentations. Palantir uses their platform as a service tools and forward deploying engineers to help organizations achieve this and gain a competitive edge. 7. Discovery breakthrough. Palantir gives organizations an opportunity to respond to avert the next threat that your organization could face. For example, you're a food processing company and you want to know where the next threat to your supply chain will likely come from and how you could avert it. Or yours is a national health service and you want to predict the future impact of a pandemic and want to know which hospitals are least prepared for such an event so that you can deploy the right resources to make sure the standard of care across all hospitals are the same. With the right data inputs, Palantir can help you feed them into a user-friendly unified interface. 8. There are a lot of catalysts that could propel Palantir if the company is able to close the current net book value, which currently stands at 4.5 billion. This could lead to a potential 9 billion in additional business a few years down the road. 9. Palantir is aware of how investors are unhappy with its quarterly performance and is aware of its own shortcomings and is taking steps to ensure a better and confident delivery. It will be shocking as a data company if they're not aware of how it is publicly perceived. 10. Strategic partnerships with Google, Amazon Web Services, and Accenture is a proof that Palantir has a significant moat that these companies can bring to their own clients and give them a competitive advantage. So let us know whether or not you are holding onto your Palantir stock in the comments below. Now let's take a look at this week's portfolio. As you can see, the market, especially tech, retreated towards the downside, and this portfolio is down by almost $3,000 in 1 week. In the month of August, this portfolio is up by 1.13%. The overall loss for the year is 16.30%, and the risk score for this portfolio is, as it's been for the last 3 months, at 7. So let's take a look at the portfolio dashboard. There hasn't been any change to the portfolio over the past week. So let's jump to the overall portfolio performance. As you can see, the size of the portfolio hasn't changed. What has changed is the loss on this portfolio has increased from 356 here to almost $3,000. As a result, the equity size has decreased and the percentage loss has increased from 1% last week to 8.5%. The performance of this portfolio against the S&P 500 is down by 6.63%, and the portfolio performance from the previous week is also down by just over $2,500. If you take a look at the graph at the bottom right hand corner, you can see the downturn from the last week. Quickly moving over to the portfolio performance against the S&P 500 in the last week. As you can see, the portfolio was down 7.59%, while the S&P 500 was down 0.96%, which means that this portfolio underperformed the S&P 500 by 6.63%. Looking at the 1 month performance, this portfolio was up by 3.52%, whereas the S&P 500 is up 5.74%, resulting in this portfolio underperforming the S&P 500 by 2.22%. And looking at the year-to-date performance, this portfolio is up by 16.21%, while the S&P 500 is down 11.84%. So this portfolio is outperforming the S&P 500 by 28.05%. Remember, this portfolio has been set up as an experimental project. It's not meant to be copied. The aim is to find out whether investing in a single sector, namely technology, with a limited number of assets in that portfolio in the long term over a 5-10 year period would result in a portfolio that has grown significantly, or whether it would result in a portfolio that loses investors' money. So why not like and subscribe to this video, as it helps this channel out. We're on this journey together, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.